What's up, my bitches? And all the ladies. Hello. Welcome to this video. This is going to be a kind of Authortube update kind of thing. So, first, I got my Etsy store up and running. So, it's I don't know how they do it. It's like etsy.com/shop, I think, /GMF zines for gold medal faucet zines. And up there right now you can get Paperback Junkie #1, Dead Dame Walking, Dead Dame in a Trunk, the first Black Star Canyon, and finally the kind of gothic poetry story cart Wayne Twain. So, and you could also get, do I have it here? I do not. Crystal, which is a mystery set in Rome, Italy, that is a spoof on 70s giallo films. It's funny and kind of sleazy, very sleazy, but it's funny. But some have asked me why I have so many pen names. And this is the reason why I have so many pen names. Basically, I was doing a lot of stuff under the Creep Creeperson name because I had done music under it and I had done film under it. And I figured if I did books under it, I could pull the fan base that I had from those two mediums over to books. And that did not work well. It seems the literary community is a little bit more highbrow than punk rock and low budget B movies. So after I think during the third season of Black Star Canyon, and halfway through it, I changed my name to CC Wall, which is just like CC Creep Creeperson, whatever. And that seemed to be going well, but I had other books out too. I had the Bloodlust romance books. I had the Black Market Blood Drive books, the Brain Thief books, the Gavel books, the Hitman Black books, and I think that's it. Oh, and the Cart Wayne Twain and the poetry stuff. And I was building my mailing list, and the people who liked Black Star Canyon were getting emails about these other books I was doing, and like Panic, that book. And they were completely different genres. Like, it would go from a serialized paranormal drama to exploitation horror to very transgressive, minimalist stuff to spoofs and parodies to poetry. So it was like I was sending people all of this stuff, and then I would end up getting like either bad feedback or bad reviews because the mailing list I was cultivating mainly came from Black Star Canyon. So, and then like Hitman Black is kind of like a spy thing, and the Gavel books are like a 1950s pulp kind of thing, 1940s. But anyway, so it was getting really obvious that Black Star Canyon was doing okay, but all my other books were getting like bad reviews and weren't selling because I was trying to sell stuff that people didn't like to those people. So it would be like me saying, you going to, this is such a old phrase, but you go to Alaska and try to sell Eskimos ice cubes. You know, they have absolutely no need for ice cubes. So why are you trying to sell them? And you're like, well, I could go down to the desert, but I really want to sell these ice cubes to these Eskimos. And that's not how it's done. So at first, I just did CC Wall and Mick Hunter. And then as it started going, I was realizing that all of these things I was writing were completely different from one another. And I either needed to rein myself back and just focus on one thing, which I hate doing because I never know when I want to write something. And it just like hinders creativity, I think. So I started just doing like every genre in a different name, and then thought about how I could expand that name to write more books in that genre. And one of the hardest ones was The Brain Thief, because The Brain Thief I originally tried to put out there as horror because it has to do with zombies. But it's not a zombie book at all. It's a police procedural. It's a crime book. It's told from the point of view of the criminal. You know, it's a crime novel that just happens to have zombies in it. And when the horror community I was marketing the book to wasn't really lighting it up the way I wanted it to, I'm like, well, I'll go and give it to Mick Hunter, because Mick Hunter is like my private eye kind of thing. And then I put it out under Mick Hunter, and then immediately thought that's a horrible idea, because that's nothing like the Hank Bradshaw books, and it's like a completely different thing. So now I have The Brain Thief under Leon Stickley. But to be honest, I'm getting tired of this, and I want to get to the point where I just say fuck it and just write everything under my name. But then it's like, is that a good business decision? And it's really hard separating business from creative. And I've been doing this for, 20 years or something like that. And I've never been good at it. Never, ever, ever. So, but I've failed at a lot of things repeated times, and because I've failed at things so much, it also means that I have learned quite a lot. So if you are self-publishing, or if you're trying to get an agent, or going the traditional route or whatnot, or you just have questions about anything, please ask, because I've been doing this for a long time. This is all I do, and I have fucked up plenty, so maybe with all of my fuck ups I could help you not fuck up as much or as hard. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, because I would love to do videos that are just videos like that. Other than that, Booktubeathon really fucked my writing up. It came to pretty much a complete stop, and that pissed me off a bit. But it was just my bad planning. But I did manage to start writing the beginning, like the first chapter of a horror novel, which I might just start serializing in the Paperback Junkie zines. I might just start serializing everything because that's how I like to write. And almost all of my books started out as serials. So why not try to not fight it and just go ahead and serialize my shit? So maybe I will be doing that. So that's that. But the new thing I'm working on, I think I'm going to call it Head. And it's about a guy who witnesses a crash on two cars head-on collision on a deserted highway in the mountains. And when he gets out to check and see if everyone's all right, he comes across the head of the woman who was driving one of the cars. And for some inexplicable reason that he can't even comprehend, the next thing he knows, he's in his car, and her head is in the passenger seat. And he passes a highway patrolman. And so he knows that someone might come asking. So that's that. We'll see how that goes. And as of right now, that would be written under Vic Lord. So ridiculous. But yeah, I'm getting really annoyed with all my pen names now that I'm having this conversation with myself and with you. But yeah, if you have any questions, please let me know. Let me know what you're working on and how you're progressing on it. And I'll probably upload another video in a few shakes. So long.